Ring it once. You do it?
Oh, wow. Hello folks and welcome back to another weekly vlog. You joined me somewhere I haven't been for a very long time to start the week off this week. I'm at the gym. This has been a while. This is the first day since it's reopened that I've been able to come. Gyms in the UK reopened officially this Saturday just gone. I only have a Monday to Friday pass, so I haven't been able to come until today. I have weighed myself this morning. I've gained about 30 pounds from my low point after those couple of months of dieting at the start of the year. I'm a good half a stone up from where I was at the start of the year when I was trying to diet and talking about being at my highest weight ever. Lockdown has not been good for me. But I am back here today. I've restarted Weight Watchers today, which was so successful for me earlier in the year. So fingers crossed with the two of those things, I can get myself back on track ASAP. I'm encouraged by the fact that I am back here the day it reopens. 2019 Kev would have seen this as a reason to have the rest of the year off. And he did have the rest of the year off. Let's go get sweaty. Well, workout complete. How can I hold this? Put that over there. Workout complete. Had to have my temperature checked on the way in. Have to wear masks in there, everywhere apart from actually on the gym floor. Hand sanitizing on the way in. Cleaning stuff all around the gym. Wiping down every machine, every weight before and after use. And sanitizing hands constantly. It seems as safe as it's going to get. So if anything, probably cleaner and safer than it was before, because there was nobody in there with their sweaty, horrible sweat towels that they just leave in their gym bag for a month and bring out every day. There was nobody in there ignoring the rules and not wiping stuff down. Everyone was being properly diligent, and there was hardly anybody there. Normally at this sort of time on a Monday morning, when I was coming earlier in the year, it would be packed. You'd sometimes be queuing for some of the busier machines or the more common weights, whereas I was probably one of 4 or 5 people in there in a massive gym. I know there's going to be some people telling me, it's not worth it, Kev. To me, it's more important for me to get healthy, get my weight down, and as we discovered earlier in the year, the only exercise I'm ever going to stick to is that, because it's the only thing that I enjoy. And on that basis, I think it's a calculated risk that will improve my health in the long term, which has only got to be a good thing. They say obesity is one of the biggest risk factors of the pandemic. So if that's going to help me drop a couple of stone, that can't be a bad thing. And like I say, it's cleaner than it ever has been before. So if I end up picking up something in there, then I was going to get it wherever I was. Well, much later in the day, and we have this young man at his respite, where he's going to be for the next few days. So you're going to say bye to the vlog for a few days?
Bye-bye, Andy.
There you go. Bye-bye, Andy. We'll check in with him again.
Tomorrow.
No, you're back on Thursday.
For sleep.
After 3 sleeps.
No, 8
Oh, blimey.
sleeps. 2 sleeps.
It's definitely 3 sleeps. It's Tuesday, and as you saw yesterday with Andy at respite, we have to try and get some kind of normality, which means the greatest shops in the history of the world. We've not been to these for a little while. I don't know what the protocol is going to be for going into them, whether me and Anna are going to be allowed in together. Obviously we're going to have to wear masks, but we've got to try and get back to some normal stuff. So we're going to our favourite shops. We've got the cinema booked as well. We're going to go and see Onward at the cinema, which we've been wanting to see for a little while. And we're just going to try and have a normal respite day off. I'm actually taking a day off work for the first time since we were ill earlier in the lockdown, I think. Like not making any videos at all, not streaming at all. Just gonna have a nice chilled out day. We're gonna grab a couple of bits from B&M that we need. Why are we going to B&M other than the fact I like it?
Pink stuff.
We need some cleaning stuff. Need a couple of... Pink stuff is for cleaning, isn't it?
Yes, but it has to be. You can't get pink anywhere else.
I understand.
It's very nice. And then we need to get some elbow grease that Kevin thought I meant, what did you...
Well, she told me to use... We were cleaning a little while ago and she told me to use elbow grease, so I just started rubbing harder and she just wet herself laughing. What would you do? I didn't know there was a brand of cleaning product called elbow grease. But we're also going to go in the toy shop as well because it's fun. I need to grab a couple of bits for... Oh yeah, Andy's got some birthday money as well. And we're just basically trying to do some normal stuff, a little bit of normality. I've been to the gym this morning again.
I also worked out
Yeah, Anna's off the gym now, but is doing ring fit. Because with Andy off, it's not really possible for Anna to go to the gym because other than this week, he's obviously always there and
Always. Every day.
Yeah. So, hold on, just let me check I've got my mask. Mask, B&M. Well, this changes our plan a little bit because I've still got the shutter down at B&M at nearly 11 o'clock in the morning. I don't know. I assumed they opened earlier than this. It looks like the shutter's broken. So, maybe they're not going to be open, which is a bit of a problem. I guess we'll just have to go to the toy shop instead, Anna. That is a broken shutter. I made an essential purchase. He's a big squishy giraffe called Gary. I'll show you him when we get back to the car. Anna says I'm not allowed to take him into the cinema, which I think is completely unreasonable. Luckily, we were in the toy shop so long that B&M have fixed their shutter, so we can now go in there and do what we actually came for. Coming into this world of sweets and treats the day after starting a diet was a bad idea. Anna's managed to find some skinny treats though. So in amongst all the cleaning bits, Anna spotted more Toy Story toys for Andy.
Yeah, but it's travel.
It's a travel-sized version of the present that you got the other day.
And it's got a spinning wheel.
Just stand back a bit, you're in the light. And loads of little toys to go with it. He now has a version that he can take on holiday with him as well and fit in his bag. We are back from the cinema. It is many hours later, in fact. This is my new giraffe friend that I bought in Smith's. He's called Gary, according to his label, I think. Oh, the label's in the bin. It's Gary the giraffe, and he's very, very soft and cuddly, and Dave wants him. Dave is not going to get him. But we did go to cinema, we saw Onward. It was awesome, very, very good film, highly recommended. I think it is available on Disney Plus if you're in the US or anywhere else with a VPN. This isn't a VPN ad, but it was well worth watching. The cinema experience was a very odd one. If you've not been to the cinema yet, since restrictions have started to be lifted, they had the ticket scanning machine out the front of the cinema, where they check the tickets there, and then once you get inside the main door, there was none of the confectionery places were open, none of the ticket desks or anything was open. It was just all completely deserted. No barriers or anything. We were the only people in there, just walking straight through to the screening we were on. We had to book seats with a certain amount of gaps between them, and then when we left, we had to go out the fire escape. So it was all very different. I think the whole time we were in there, aside from walking past like two people at the other end of the row that we were on, I don't think I saw another person in there the whole time I was in there. It was awesome, quite frankly. It was a great way to watch a movie, other than the fact I couldn't get a cup of coffee on the way in. But we are back home now. Several hours have passed. We're enjoying having the underground light on without Andy turning it off immediately like he normally does. And any time now, the girls are going to be coming over and we're going to have a board game night. We have our participants for tonight's activities. I've suggested we play Pandemic because I think it's appropriate. Instagram suggested we play Herd Mentality because that's also quite topical. The word herd. Ooh. We've also got this one left over from the big box that Big Potato sent us last year that I don't think we played. I don't think that one's ever been out of the box. Full disclosure, all of these were sent to us at various points. I don't think I've ever bought a board game, but we have a large collection because we mentioned board games in a vlog once. So now we get sent them a lot. But we've never played Pandemic, we've never played Herd Mentality, but we've never played any of these three. These were the three when I went through the cupboard that we've never played before.
We'll play them all.
We will play them all at the same time. Come on! We've had some food arrive, specifically pizza. Herd Mentality is a fun game. Basically, you read a question out of a card. For example, what's the best flavour of crisps? Everyone writes down their answer. Everyone who agrees gets a point. If you don't agree, you don't, and it's first one to so many points. It's fun. I like this game. It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. New computer day. But I have to be very disciplined and leave it in that box just there while I go and make today's videos, and then I can set the new computer up.
The waiver is so red.
I'm so excited. I like getting a new computer. Oh, Anna just sat there and said, "Oh, I want something new." But Anna, this is a new work tool. This is just a plumber getting a new set of spanners.
No, it isn't.
But it is. It is my work tool.
That gaming card in there would be...
Yeah, but I'm not going to play any games on this.
I would.
Oh.
You could take that one. I've got one.
Before I even bought this, I said to Anna, "Can I just take that one outside so I can have a 2 PC setup?" No, it's fine. That's my 4K rendering machine. Very excited. It is Thursday. We just picked Andy up from his respite place. Yesterday he got away from me a little bit with the, I'm trying to get the light, there we go. Yesterday he got away from me a little bit with all the computer stuff. I'll show you the new setup at some point. But Andy is now back and we're about to do two things we haven't done since pre-pandemic. He's just having his mask fitted around his nose. We're trying him with a disposable mask today. You saw on last week's vlog. The fabric one we got was a little bit too big for him and kept slipping down, so we've got him a disposable one like this with a nose clip. That's why I'm wearing one too, so we're all wearing the same kind, so he knows it's not weird. But we're trying him with one of those, but because we're in Boston where we just picked him up from his respite place, we are going to go in a lift if they're running. We're not certain lifts are running, but he's not been in a lift since before all this started, and he loves a lift. And we're also going to head over to the stump, and he's not been there since before all this started either. Did you have a good time then?
Yep. Mirror.
Did you have a good time? We're sorting out trousers, it seems. Oh, I haven't paid for parking. I should probably do that. There you go then. First lift for months. And as suspected, we have social distancing rules. Only members of the same household at any one time in the lift.
You're my household.
It's going to be interesting trying to enforce that when someone else gets in and we're already in here. But luckily there isn't anyone else in here at the moment.
Please select your floor.
Was that good? Your first lift for ages?
Select a floor. There you go.
I'm going to give that a thumbs up. And now to the stump.
No, that's enough. Like that.
Well, the good news is these masks seem to fit him perfectly. They're not slipping down. He doesn't seem to be irritated with them. He's not pulling them down. So I think disposable masks are going to be the way forward.
It's bus, Andy.
Which is good. Do you like the bus? Well, this has been a while. And we're back. In other news, massive queues outside both the banks we've just walked past. Why do people need to go to a bank? Why are they queuing up to go to a bank? Huh? Oh no, a bit of broken wall. My bank doesn't even have branches, and I've never felt, oh, I wish it had branches for me to go to. People are so weird.
Look, it's a new one. They got new church, Andy.
Yeah. Oh, they've got new doors.
Look at the new doors.
Lovely new doors. Oh, automatic doors. Another reason for him to want to be here, automatic doors.
No.
Bring it once. You do it?
Oh, wow. There you go.
That bell comes from a big warship.
Wow, he's a big fan of bells. Oh, there has been some renovations and some changes in there since the last time we were in there. That bell, certainly massive change. That guy's made a rod for his own back now, inviting Andy to ring it, because you can guarantee every time we go in there forevermore, Andy is going to make a beeline for that bell and give it a ring. But it's like partway through renovations. Electric doors, new exhibits and stuff in there.
They're not broken,
very cool.
They're just still fixing.
Good to see him taking the social distancing stuff so seriously as well. It's the first place we've been to so far at all where we've had to fill in the track and trace information, so had to leave name and address and stuff. So more places should be taking that kind of stuff seriously. The amount of churches and things we've been to now and not had to do the track and trace. One-way system on the bridge. Have to keep left.
Left all together.
Thank you.
And then when we go back, we go on the right. We walk on the right side.
It's this one. Second floor.
No, we're not on the second floor, Andy. First floor.
Door closing.
If you want to see all the detail from the lift, I'm sure there'll be a video on Andy's channel at some
Here we
point. Link down in the description.
Sausage.
I'm realising how hard it is to vlog without being able to do my little facial expressions. I'm smiling now. I'll have to subtitle it so you know what facial expression I was doing. We're home. Andy's just waiting to receive his new present, but in the meantime he's knocked over his previous one. Eyes closed, Andy, you got a present coming in. Close your eyes. Sit up and close your eyes.
Are they closed?
Yeah, they're closed-ish.
No, they're not. Turn around.
He's not going to
Turn
close
around.
them.
No, other way. Other way.
Toys. Oh, it's a Toy Story 4. That's the carnival wheel.
It is the wheel.
That's another carnival wheel. A little one.
Amazing.
Is that good?
Wow.
That's really impressed. What do you say?
Charge, thank you.
Hey, what do you say to Mummy?
Thank you, Mummy.
Yeah. I promised you a look at the new setup. There's the new setup. If you want a more detailed look, I made a video on the new Content Academy channel. Link is down in the description below. Go check that out. We do a proper tour of my garage / office. If you remember the renovation video from earlier in the year, we're worlds away from that now. It is Friday morning. Anna has just been on driving lesson number 2. How was driving lesson number 2?
It was fine. It was excellent. I did corners and I did the corner, you know where Carp is?
Yeah.
That really weird junction. Did that.
Excellent.
Twice.
How's your foot today? Because you were really struggling. You didn't want to go this morning.
No, because I always gathered that driving was feet. And then I just had a word with him and I was like, I feel more confident if I move my whole leg because I don't have this action in my foot very much. And he goes, as long as you're in control of the car, then I don't see a problem with it. But because he hasn't come across it before, it's weird for him because he can't see what my feet are doing because when I'm clutching, my whole leg is moving.
That's fine.
Yeah, my foot got caught under the brake when I was down the clutch, so I couldn't get the brake. That was. I couldn't bring the clutch up. Yeah. My trainer was under the.
But it doesn't hurt today.
No,
not as much as it did last week. Last week really did hurt.
Splendid. It is Saturday morning. It is still very, very warm. I am a sweaty, sweaty bear this morning. Hence the Hawaiian shirt. We're off to Nottingham very, very soon. But on the way, yes, we will film Super Andy's Eyes over in Nottingham. It will come out. Okay, keep out on Friday if you want. Oh, okay.
Victoria Centre.
We're not going to the Victoria Centre. We're just going on the tram.
And Victoria Centre.
No.
No, Andy, I told you it might not be open.
No, we're definitely not going to it.
No.
So we're not going unless you agree we're not going to the Victoria Centre.
No Greens Windmill.
No Greens Windmill, no Victoria Centre. We're just going on the trams and coming home.
And then back to more hate.
Yeah, I'm going to go see Lewis.
For friends.
But before we go, we do need to make a quick stop at Sheepdog Towers because we've been sent a load of stuff from our friends at the Pokemon Company.
Yo.
It's a load of Pokemon stuff, which, as much as we appreciate getting it, and I am a big Pokemon Go and a fan and a big fan of the Pokemon video games, the card game, board game kind of stuff is a little bit beyond my level of nerdiness. But Sheepdog, and probably more importantly, Baby Sheepdog, will be all over this stuff. So we've got a bunch of Pokemon cards, a couple of full decks of Pokemon cards, and the main thing is the new Pokemon Battle Academy board game, which apparently takes the card game but makes it into a all-in-one complete board game. So we're going to drop all that in with Sheepdog. And then next week, we'll try and get him on the vlog at some point to tell you if it was any good or not. We can't go to the Victoria Centre, Andy.
I think it's open.
No, it's not open.
It's open.
It is not open. We are not going to Market Square.
Oil Centre.
No, we are going to go to the... We'll go up to... Where is it we go? Highbury Vale?
Yeah.
We'll go to Highbury Vale and then back to Forest and then back in the car.
Butlers Hill.
Yeah, we can go to Butlers Hill as well.
Crossing.
Yeah, we can go to the level crossing.
With Mummy.
Yes, but we are not going to Market Square. We are not going to the Victoria Centre.
Ask Trump to Oil Centre.
No, we'll go to the Forest. We need to get him to agree to what we're actually doing before we go, or else it'll be a nightmare when we're out. It's Sheepdog.
Right.
And a tiny sheepdog. And loads of Pokemon stuff.
What's this? What's all this? This is the card game. It's like a Battle Academy thing. So you can use your cards. We can play against each other, follow their rules. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? We say to Kev.
Thank you.
That's alright. You have to tell me next week if it's good. I'll come back next week at some point and you have to tell me if it's any good.
I'm sure it will be. Come on, really help you carry him.
Excellent. Well, Miniature Sheepdog seemed pretty happy with his gift. We have made it to Nottingham. Where are we, Andy?
We are Nottingham trams.
We are Nottingham to go on the trams. Over there, very cool. There's a load of kids doing karate on the field, but obviously they can't do stuff like that indoors at the moment, so they're having their karate lessons out there in the park, which is awesome. We're just sun creaming up, getting masks ready, and then it's time to go and ride the trams again. Thankfully, it's not as hot today as it was yesterday, although it gets hot quick under these masks. Good news as well, there's more of a staff presence out today than there was last time we were on the trams, and masks are being enforced, which they weren't last time. So fingers crossed we're over that issue that we had last time we were here. I'm also trying out the time warp mode on the GoPro, which apparently is a walking time lapse. If it's any good, you're probably seeing it now. First lesson of having the GoPro on, it's putting my bag down on one side, so I'm having to be fully strapped into the bag, which I don't know if I can do that all day at Disney. We'll see. It's very tight around my neck. Well, big positive. Everyone on there wearing a mask, which they certainly weren't doing last time we were here.
Mostly, yeah.
Big thumbs up. Everyone was wearing one. A couple of people didn't have them over their noses, but at least everyone was wearing one, which is good. So another slight change to last time. I know last time we were here in Nottingham, we let him take his mask off when he wasn't on the tram. We're now insisting that whenever we're out and about anywhere, we all wear masks all the time. And it's all about training him for Disney, because when we go to Disney, we're going to have to wear the masks all day.
Yeah, put my phone on.
The guidance we got sent out is even they expect you to wear masks when you're travelling to the park as well. So when we're driving in the morning in the car, they expect masks on, from what I understand. So masks are on all the time, building up our resistance to wearing them. I mean, he's completely fine. He actually said as we were getting in the car this morning, I love wearing masks. He really likes it. I think it's, I know for some autistic people it's a big sensory no-no. For Andy, I think it ticks all of his sensory boxes, and he seems to quite like wearing one. Yeah, the ears are the big issue, but he likes it over his nose and mouth, so positive, big positive. We get on this one, yeah?
Yeah, it's two.
Yeah.
Good,
Right.
stop.
Ready, bye.
Right, you need to come and wash your hands again. Those of you who watch Andy's videos as well, and you're wondering why this whole section didn't make it into his video, it's because he won't stop putting the camera in Anna's face. So we've told him that if he does that, it doesn't go on the internet, and he won't listen. So that's how he'll learn, when this won't be on his video.
Now stop putting it in your face. You can't have gates on them.
Tram or train?
Tram. Here he is. Tram. It's Mario.
Ah, there it is. Excellent.
Go now.
Even when he's having a drink, still got the camera right in Anna's face. And we don't know why.
No.
I don't know if it's a big interest in the masks,
Beep, mommy.
or if he's just being weird.
Hello.
Hi.
You take my.
Nope.
But it's big sections of his video that won't go on YouTube because he's been told not to.
Hello.
What are you doing?
Andy, stop filming mummy. Andy, stop it. Going further away isn't stopping. I know there's going to be your typical internet troll who comes in now with, you're such a hypocrite, you stick the camera in his face all the time. Two things. Thing number one, if he ever asks me to stop, I stop. And thing number two, I'm never that close. I have a very wide lens on my camera. If it ever looks like I'm really close to him, I've probably zoomed. Andy, your mask's not on your ear properly. On this one, look. Hold on, this one. Turn around, turn around. Oh, there. There we go.
Stay on there. Turn this line.
But it is important that he understands that if he gets to ask us to stop filming him, and we respect that, he has to respect it when we ask him to stop filming us. So it's a lesson that he's going to learn the hard way. And I just felt a raindrop, so I think that black cloud above us is getting ready to throw a storm at us to clear all the hot muggy weather we've had for the last 2 or 3 days. So it's now a race to get back to the tram and back on a tram before it starts absolutely hurling it down with rain. We made it back, no rain. Yeah.
Put that way, let's go there, lock that one. No, come here. You can sit on that one.
Every time we get off the tram, we have to wash his hands.
Oh, that's on my foot.
But because he's filming it, we have to do them one at a time so we can carry on filming the tram driving off. The things we have to do. So we've made it to short stays, and Andy has actually got an episode of Friends up on his phone so they can watch Friends together. Because all he's talked about for ages is watching Friends with Lewis. It is Sunday, and you know what that means. Back at the woods, hopefully with 100% less sloppy mud this week. Still asking for his video from yesterday, which I imagine you've seen now if you watch his channel as well. It will be out soon. It's not out yet. You only filmed it yesterday.
Yeah.
You can't get out. Not releasing your videos before mine. I get the exclusives. These two race off ahead for completely different reasons. The one on the left just wants to get it over with and go home, and the one who's now pushed to the left is trying to stop him, and just a battle of wills between the two of them for the whole walk. That's the path we went up last week. Dave just tried to go up there again, Anna not having any of it. She's got him under control now. She's learnt. Our walk has been rudely interrupted by Amazon phoning me about 5 times trying to deliver a package, which I was expecting, but normally they'd just leave it with a neighbour, but for whatever reason apparently they can't leave it with a neighbour. That's a new rule, and they're trying to find somewhere to leave it outside our house. It's a whole load of new security cameras and stuff, a whole new security system, but I assumed they could just leave it with a neighbour. We're always taking packages in from neighbours. We took one in on Friday. So if this is a new rule, it hasn't been communicated to us. Worry not, we rushed home. The parcel was where they reckon they'd left it. No idea what that was about, because both of our neighbours are in.
And we
I can't.
Enormous packages for them.
No, I guarantee they haven't knocked. Anna's convinced the neighbours have said no. Absolutely hasn't happened. Amazon haven't knocked, because there's no way they would say no. Because we all, us and the 2 people either side of us, we're forever taking parcels in for each other. So
it's even migrated over the road.
yeah. So, Amazon, don't be so awkward, goodness me. But we will wrap the video up there. If you have enjoyed it, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for us. Subscribe to the channel for more weekly vlogs, and Disney is a coming. And thank you very much for watching.